Doug Boes, pictured here with his parents Donald and Dorothy, knew from a young age that he wanted to go into sales, following in the footsteps of his dad. Born on October 27, 1950 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, he recalls that both his parents instilled in him and his younger sister the importance of respecting others, while his dad especially impressed upon him the importance of financial responsibility, counseling him to live below his means. He graduated from South High School in 1968, and after 2 years of formal undergraduate education at Grand Valley State University, he decided to leave school and pursue his career. By September of 1971, Doug had joined brokerage Wolverine Sales & Associates in Grand Rapids as the Western Michigan sales manager, and his career in confectionery had begun. He immediately began developing strong relationships with manufacturers and customers and couldn't see himself doing anything else. Doug progressed through the company quickly, and by the time he was 27, he had been named Western Michigan branch manager and had purchased an ownership stake in the brokerage at the age of 32. Here we see him alongside Gus Miller and Keith Till on the day they became partners. Doug married Deb in 1991 after they met while working in the same office. Together they have 5 children and 10 grandchildren. Pictured here on a trip to Disney World, it's safe to assume there's never a dull moment when the whole family gets together. Doug's children describe him as a man of integrity, loyalty, and generosity. They add that he has always encouraged them to make choices that would set them up for success, and he modeled what that meant. Doug has excelled within the industry, gaining recognition for his achievements. In 1983, he received the Perfetti Van Mel Salesman of the Year Award, and in 2021, he was presented with the Golden Candy Dish Award by NCA, presented to a broker who has performed above the normal call of business to promote the confectionery industry. He was also presented with the Spangler Appreciation Award for 50 years of service in 2021. In 2011, when Wolverine Sales was purchased by Jankman & Associates, Doug became Senior Vice President, the title he currently holds. In total, he has spent more than 51 years working in the industry. Doug says that the biggest challenge in his career has been balancing time between visiting with customers and being in the office to do the day-to-day management tasks. Because meeting with customers was his favorite part of the job, running the office never seemed quite as glamorous. He would much rather be on fishing trips with customers, like this one back in 2016, than stuck in the office. Doug believes that being transparent is the best way to establish meaningful relationships, and he has built plenty of those during his time in the industry. Pictured here with Candy Hall of Famer Barry Phillips, Doug is grateful for the friendships he has developed over the years. Giving back, he has served on broker advisory boards for Perfetti Van Mel, Stork USA, and American Licorice, and has been a mentor to both new hires and existing employees. Here we see him with former Chicago Blackhawks player Bobby Hull at an American Licorice meeting. Doug loves to travel. A couple years ago, he drove his 22-year-old van with 190,000 miles along Route 66 all the way to California. After making his way up the California coast to Seattle, he went on excursions to Yellowstone, the Tetons, Custer State Park, and other national monuments. Doug isn't just dedicated to this industry, he loves to spend time serving others and has chaperoned various mission trips to Guatemala. He and his son went with their church in both 2009 and 2010 with the goal of building homes for local widows. He says that the poverty he encountered there was life-changing. When Doug isn't working, he enjoys spending time on the water. Boating is one of his favorite pastimes, whether it's down on the Gulf or at home in Michigan. He and his son Kyle have been to 26 of the 30 Major League Baseball fields and have a goal of seeing all 30. Here we see Kyle with his dad at his first Major League Baseball game in Detroit back in 2004. Doug also plays bass guitar and has spent time coaching Little League softball and baseball. He says that he has always strived to represent manufacturers the way they want to be represented, explaining that there are 2 bosses that need to be happy: the manufacturer who pays you and the customer you sell to. His lifelong motto is to tell the truth and admit if you make a mistake, which he jokes has served him very well for the past 50 sweet years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Doug's wife Deb and his son Kyle, who will help us induct him into the Candy Hall of Fame.